Alright everyone, I think we need to have a brief talk about Elizabeth Warren because her tweet in response to Trump attacking Senator Gillibrand was all sorts of weird. If she's focusing on, well, he's a bully and he's mean, he doesn't know who he's dealing with, Gillibrand basically, she's charismatic and smart and, supposedly and whatever. That's all well and good, but she also mentioned that Trump was slut-shaming Gillibrand. What the fuck does that have to do with anything? Look, he's calling her out in a professional political capacity. That has nothing to do with sexism. The fact that he happens to be male and she happens to be female does not mean criticism of Gillibrand is sexism. We need to get past that as a society. There's no validity whatsoever to that argument. That's like saying, oh, I criticized a black politician, that makes me a racist. No, it means you're criticizing their political views. Now, if you throw something in that's actually racial in there, then yeah, okay, make that argument. If Trump is saying, oh, Gillibrand, she looks like shit in that stupid skirt she was wearing today, and she should button up more, and, she has a face that even a mother or grandmother couldn't love. If he was saying stuff like that, then this would be maybe more of a legitimate tweet. But he didn't actually say that. It's not what was said. He's saying basically Gillibrand is a phony, opportunistic, she's a bullshitter. Which I've said too. That doesn't make me slut-shaming her because it has nothing to do with the way she dresses or the fact that she's female. It's just like criticism of Hillary Clinton. A lot of people on the left, we need to stop playing the social justice warriors game. If you play a game that other people created, you tend to lose. You can't play their game and be willing to engage in a conversation and pretend that there's legitimacy to that claim. The best response to such a claim is just, that's not legitimate, you are a fool, shut the fuck up. That's essentially what needs to be said to the social justice warriors on these tokens at this point. If you have a legitimate grievance about something that was said by Trump or anybody else, a legitimate grievance, somebody was saying something that actually is sexist in nature. Oh, women are less than me, haha, we shouldn't even let them vote. Okay, well, yeah, that's sexism. But saying Gillibrand is a phony is not sexism. The fact that she's female shouldn't shield her from any sort of criticism. She is a politician, first and foremost. She's paid by the taxpayers. She makes policy decisions. And by the way, she is corrupt. She is an opportunist. I can tell you, I can see through her act already. She's already maneuvering herself into a situation to try to run for office anyway. I mean, for the presidency the next time around. Of course she is. She's probably already beginning to form an exploratory committee. The Democrats right now, especially in the wake of the Roy Moore stuff, they smell blood. Now, I'm going to get into that later. I don't think it looks quite so rosy for them as they're trying to paint it at the moment. They're acting like I think that there are bigger ramifications for this race, and also it doesn't exactly make the Democrats look quite as strong as they're pretending. Not that it helps the Republicans. The RNC right now is basically, their word is worth literally garbage. So I can't wait to get into that. That's in big video of the day. I'll be the next one. But Elizabeth Warren's full of shit. She's insinuating that criticism of a female politician is disallowed on the basis that it's sexist. No, absolutely. So what? Is Trump going to come out and say, well, you're a misandrist because you made fun of me while being male? You made fun of my, what about the small hands jokes and stuff? Some of the Democrats still make those. The pundits and stuff. Just like they joke about the voters of Alabama when they thought that Roy Moore was going to win. Oh, well, they're still in Alabama, haha, they're ass backwards rubes and stuff. It's a bunch of bullshit. All these labels and all this other shitty stuff. Elizabeth Warren and Kirsten Gillibrand, and for that matter, politicians on the right who happen to be female, they're still politicians like Sarah Palin. Nobody had a problem with calling her an airhead. Now, if you said that about Warren, I think that probably all these people would call you a sexist. The problem is that the Republicans keep trying to play the Democrats' game. That's why they're going to keep losing occasionally. Despite the fact that the DNC doesn't have leadership, it is now clear that a policy-free platform can win an election so long as the other side is so dumb that they actually abandon their own candidates. Well, it's easy to get them to do that, apparently, as long as Priebus and Paul Ryan are the ones in charge. Mitch McConnell. Mitch the bitch McConnell. They're total cowards. It would be so easy to defeat them. A third party could probably beat their ass at this point. But Elizabeth Warren's nuts. And somebody pointed out, I think that Warren is actually older than I thought she was. I thought she was like 60 or something. Actually, honestly, I'm say that she's aging all right. She's kind of like Jill Stein in that respect. I don't know what face cream she uses. Maybe it's that one that Oprah makes. The legendary one that constantly gets joked about online because of the connotations involved with its ingredients list. This could be something like that. But Gillibrand, I think, is more sane than some Democrats. I can say a few good things about her. She's not decrepit and demented. She has sanity. The problem is she's using that, the sanity she has, the intelligence, the charisma, honestly, to be corrupt. That's the whole problem. Trump pointing that out isn't itself a problem. People assume that he's sexist, so anytime he talks about a female politician in a professional capacity, he goes, oh, sexism. Because he's been labeled a sexist. See, here's the problem. He just shrugs it off and ignores it. A Priebus or a Paul Ryan would accept the moniker and say, oh, I'm so sorry, I apologize so much, I promise, I won't, I'm going to roll over and lose with grace, basically is what they said. Now, I think there was a political movement, it's still around, but it was even more in force a year ago. It's been saying this about the Republican Party for some time now. I'm beginning to think that they're absolutely right. Like, it's a self-fulfilling prophecy. Like, before it was kind of an exaggeration some of the time. Now, I mean, my goodness, it's terrible. You got Republicans, they're going to call Trump out, say, oh, you shouldn't be bullying Gillibrand. So he's not supposed to oppose members of the opposite party. He's supposed to be totally silent, not say anything. He's supposed to agree with them. He's supposed to apologize for being, like, I guess, a white male or something. That doesn't make a whole lot of sense. I think that's pretty moronic. That's about all. Peace out.